Hello everyone. Welcome to PSA powered by Global Reach. I am Supriya Acharyya, Assistant Manager at PSA, and I am back with another exciting, insightful and informative session on one of the key destinations for studying abroad, that is Germany. And with me I have today Mr. Syed Maaz, Senior Business Development Manager from the University of Europe of Applied Sciences, joining the discussion regarding studying in Germany as well as studying in the university as well. So welcome Syed, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Supriya. Thank you for the warm welcome and introduction. I'm excited and looking forward to the session and conversation.
Yes, same here. I believe that this session is going to be very useful for our students who are looking at going to Germany, because Germany, there's a lot of buzz, as everybody knows, about Germany, studying in Germany right now, because there's a lot of opportunities and everything. It's always in the news, Germany as a country. So let's begin with a question and answer kind of a session wherein I can ask a few questions to you, which are generally the questions that a student asks to a counselor, and whenever he is considering Germany, right? So the first question goes to you, that why public, and what is the difference between public and private universities in Germany? Like whenever students want to go for Germany, they come and talk about public universities specifically. So are public universities and private universities, how are they different? And how can a student understand that yes, the private option is also safer choice for the student? Over to you.
Absolutely, Supriya. I think we started with just the right question. I think this is some of the very common query that students have in mind. I mean, to be honest, majorly there's not much difference. In fact, in a public university, they generally accept students with very high grades. I mean, above 75 or 80% in their senior secondary or undergrad, and 7 or above in IELTS or other English proficiency exams. And there is a German language requirement as well. That the entry requirement sets the biggest difference between the two university, private and public. But when it comes to the quality, I think as much as I have understood about University of Europe, the even the private university have a top-notch quality. They're famous for what they're offering as education or the outcome as well. In fact, private university focuses a lot on employability, something which is very crucial for any student who's going to study abroad. So, like I said, major differences, a public university would be a private one. A public university would have a different entry requirement, while a private university like ours will accept some IELTS 6 or above. There are no German language requirement for admissions or visa. The students can definitely learn German language by enrolling in a program at the university once they go to Germany.
Okay, and the next thing that comes to the mind is that what about APS? APS is a requirement for public universities, right? So, is that a requirement for private universities as well?
Yes, Supriya, absolutely. So APS is a visa process wherein German embassy, particularly in India, wants to verify the education background of a student. It's nothing but assessment of your previous degree. So it's a very simple process, to be honest. It just takes about 4 weeks to come in, and generally students face issue if they are delaying it a bit. So if you do it on time and you are proactive in submitting your documents and then following up maybe with your university after you have filed for an APS, it should not be a problem. In fact, other Western countries like US or Canada has a similar process. We call it WES. So exactly. So it's the same process. There's nothing new that is being requested by the German education system, and both public and private universities do ask for it from Indian students.
Okay. And English requirement is mandatory. Like if you don't have your English, test already given, then you are not able to apply for APS.
No, not really. For APS, particularly for University of Europe, you only need to get your previous education assessed. So, for example, if you're applying for a bachelor's program, you would need to get your senior secondary mark sheets and degree certificate assessed. If you're applying for a master's program, in that case, your bachelor's degree and bachelor's transcript needs to be assessed. Uh, English, IELTS, TOEFL don't need to go through the APS process.
Okay, so without IELTS or any other such exam, also, if a student wants to, go for APS, that is possible.
Yes, APS is possible, definitely.
Okay, okay, fine. So, in case of the European University of Applied Sciences, University of Europe for Applied Sciences, what are the most popular programs that you have?
Amazing. So we are known for our business programs. In fact, our business programs amongst top 10 when it comes to private universities in Germany. For a bachelor student, business and management studies or sports and event management are a very popular program. In fact, even when it comes to tech, we have a dedicated campus in Potsdam, our innovation hub campus that offers software engineering or digital business and data science for the bachelor students. For masters, we have international business management, and then we also have a 1 year MBA program, and then we have a specialization that we offer in 14 different fields for 1.5 year. It's a 1.5 year program. So our business programs MBA are very popular, but we are also specialized in the tech programs for masters. For example, we have MSc in software engineering, MSc in data science that students really look forward to applying to, and hope that they get selected as well. So, yeah,
So, for the MBA, do you require experience?
only 1 year work experience is required post your undergrad.
Okay, post undergrad. Okay,
Yes.
okay. And what is the fees structure like? I mean, if you can just give us an idea.
No, of course. So for a bachelor's program, 1 year fees is 12,700 euros. That comes down to around 37,000 euros approximately for 3 years. However, a student can avail a scholarship or a discount, and they can complete the program in 28,500 euros. So for first year they get a 20% scholarship. For second they can get a 25%, and for third year they can get a 30% scholarship. So the entire sorry.
Merit based scholarships?
No, these scholarships is offered to every student. It depends on their payment plan and how they choose to cover their tuition fees. So we're very open and transparent about this, and this is offered to each and every student. Similarly, for a master's program or an MBA program, we offer a scholarship or a discount ranging from 5% to 25%.
I see. Okay, that's great. That's interesting. Okay, now, I mean, once we know about the courses that are offered, I mean, what about the job opportunities? I mean, both as a student and after student completes the education.
Amazing, perfect. So I've always been saying this, Germany is a very attractive option for any international student or an aspiring international student. In Germany, you can work part-time while you're studying for 21 hours in a week. And if you calculate how much you can make, considering what's the minimum wage in Germany, one can make easily up to 1,000 euros to 1,100 euros in a month. While working part time. And after you have graduated, Germany also offers stay back period or a post study work permit for 18 months. So it's a very good destination to get international exposure, learn from a very developed country, and while working over there. So, and Germany, as we all know, has been known for the quality of the companies that have come from there. So it's a very good destination, very good opportunity for any international student right now.
Okay, and how much living expenses are required?
All right, interesting question. So, any student would need to have a block account to go and study in Germany. Right now, the block account for 1 year would cost around 11,900 euros, and a student can withdraw uh, every month money from their own account to manage their living expense. So it's roughly 950 euros every month that they can withdraw, and that is how much the living expense is. A student can cover their food, housing, transportation in that money, and that is why that amount is considered in advance by the German government, so that students do not face any difficulty while they are living in Germany, and they are well prepared.
So this is only for 1 year that they have to show, right?
No, they need to show it for every year they are in Germany, but it needs to be revised every year.
So initially,
So
when they're applying for a visa, they show 1 year, and after, as they graduate and go to the next year of their course, they are again doing the same thing, right?
absolutely on point. Yes, yeah.
Okay, okay. That gives a clarity to the students actually. Otherwise, most countries they ask for 1 year, living expenses only, and thereafter maybe sometimes you require to show the plan of payment, but mostly it's 1 year that we show, right?
Exactly. I do understand. And at times, students keep their blog account money safe, and while they're working part-time, they can manage their living expenses by earning part-time. However, like I said, the blog account is a requirement and has to be maintained for the entire 3 year.
Okay. And after suppose somebody has, completed their studies, they have also completed the 1.5 years of their, PSW. Are there students who get further opportunities to stay there and, further work and extend their, PSW? Is there a provision for that?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, if a student gets a work visa and continues to work in Germany, they can apply for a PR, permanent residency, after 36 months of graduation in Germany. So that is also an option, and a lot of students uh, do stay back if they get a job opportunity in Germany.
Okay, and what is the ratio between UG and PG courses? I mean, students, not courses, students, as in.
I mean, fairly speaking, there's not much of a difference. We get almost equal number of students for bachelor's programs as well, and same goes for master's as well. Both programs are very popular because I mean the one of the primary reason for that is uh, the cost of education is not much. Even for the master's program, if you do a 1 year MBA, it will cost you around 10 to 12,000 euros only. And if you do a say 1 year masters, it would again be 10 to 12,000 euros. A 2 year masters will cost you approximately 20,000 euros. So
So this is
the cost
without scholarship, right?
it's with scholarship. I mean, with discount. Yeah. So a 2 year masters, to give you clarity, cost 24,000 euros without scholarship. And if a student take any of the option between 5 to 25%, it could become anywhere between 18,000 to 22,000 euros. So it's up roughly around 20,000 euros is what my point is. So yeah, so I was saying that the ratio is pretty much the same because not only the programs are very economical and affordable for the students, The quality of education in Germany is top notch. Germany practices state of art education system, which is very popular right now in across the world. In fact, we heavily focus on practical learning experiences for the student. We help them, that is why we help them with internship in some of the top companies in Germany. So students are better prepared and they have both soft and hard skills to go out in the world and be very successful. So
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. And for public universities, like there are two things, myths I would say. One is German education in public universities is free of cost. That is one. Another is knowing German language is mandatory. So, if you can, throw some light on that.
so it's actually true that public universities do offer some program for free, but then again, students will have to have a block account or manage their living expenses. So not everything is free. The tuition fee is very minimal, but at the same
So
point
it's
of
not
time,
free, it is minimal, right?
yeah, exactly. And then the entry requirements are very high. And this is what I've been telling students. If you think you'll qualify, please apply to public university. There's no harm in that. Always have a plan B.
Plan B, right.
And you can always explore, if you're not eligible, always explore a private university, which is equally good, because eventually the job market remains the same. Even if it's the public university or a private university, you go out and apply for a job in a very similar fashion. So
Even the PSW is the same. There is no difference in PSW.
there's no difference in nothing else changes, to be honest. In fact, and when it comes to the German language, yes, you do require German language, but in public university. But a University of Europe offers all programs in English, and if there are programs that are offered in German, they're only offered in German. So students would know beforehand what they are signing up for, and most of our popular programs like that I just named, international business management, software engineering, or bachelor's business and management studies, all of these are taught in English 100% end to end. So student does not face any challenge at all in their studies. And no German language certificate is required to apply in at the University of Europe, not for admissions and neither for visa.
Okay, okay. That's really very, very important information for the students to know. Okay, now coming to the Germany as a location, which are the major cities and the cost of living and tuition, everything, does it vary based on the city student is based in or going to study, or it is more or less the same?
Alright, so we almost cover all of like a lot of Germany, not all of, but a lot of Germany through our campuses. We have a campus in Berlin, Hamburg, Potsdam, and Iserlohn. Each program has a dedicated campus so that a student can find suitable internship and job opportunities. For example, all our MBA programs or business programs would be offered at a Berlin campus, and all our tech programs will be offered at our Potsdam campus because that's like a tech hub in Germany. So every program has a dedicated campus, and these are all major cities. Even in fact, like Berlin will have 60-70% population speaking English, so student won't face any challenges as such. And otherwise, also Germany is a very safe country. They have a very good public transportation system as well. When it comes to the cost, the block account amount remains the same for the whole of Germany. So what that makes you understand is that you can easily, comfortably live of your month in the same amount in any of the city. But to like one thing to remember is that the living is a very personal choice. For some people, they might want to live lavishly, so people need to budget it accordingly. But at the end of the day, the block account amount remains the same for all cities. and the student can manage their living expenses in that amount only.
Okay. Okay. So for students, this is important information. You need to budget, and accordingly, then only you can manage your expenses in the within the blocked amount that you are keeping for a year. Okay. So apart from this, what are the other support services that are given to the students by the university?
Great. So any student, to start with, when students get admitted and say they have paid the initial deposit to the university, students can have access to our welcome team and service center team. Both these teams help students migrate easily to Germany in case they face any challenges or they have any doubts about the country they're moving to. We do understand it's a huge step a student is taking in a very early stage of their life, and we want to be very supportive and empathetic towards the students so that their experience remains seamless. Our welcome team provides support in terms of accommodation, uh, finding internships, or finding internships or part-time jobs. Similarly, service center team will help students set up their any IT infrastructure or any IT support they require while moving to the university, or helping them with enrolling or any other services that they might need. So these are two very important aspects. Post that, one student is studying and or say about to graduate, we have regular alumni meetings or buddy system, wherein a student can network or meet the alumni or their seniors, so that they understand what's life in Germany is going to be. It's always nice to hear from your peers, understanding the journey that they have been through, and university is aware of it and ensures that these events are organized at a regular interval. In fact, another thing to help students find employability, university also has an internal job portal called Job Teaser. Very unique for any university to have something like that, and any organization that we have partnered with in Germany will always post a job in our internal job portal so that the students can apply directly from the university portal. So university has created ecosystem for these students to be successful and have a good time while they are studying and working really hard.
Okay, that's really great. I mean, this is a very good, opportunity for the students to avail. That is, if they have a portal of the university to support them with their, look up for jobs, then definitely this is very, very useful to the students.
Right.
Okay, so I think I have covered all the aspects almost.
Right.
So for today, thank you so much, Mr. Maaz, for joining us today for your valuable time and giving such good information to the students. And we look forward to having you back again sometime with some more information on the university and Germany as well. Okay,
Thank you, Supriya. Thank you for having me over. It was indeed a pleasure.
same here. To the audience, so do stay tuned if you want to get such informative sessions again, get to know more about any other destination where you can go and study and make your career. Do follow us on our social media handles and subscribe our channel so that you can get the updated information. Okay, thank you, take care, bye bye.